ring finger, our third finger, on the 2nd fret of the 5th string. Our pinky is going to come down to the 4th string, 2nd fret. My middle finger is on the 1st fret of the 3rd string, so I'm making that E major shape. Then I'm going to slide that whole shape up 1. Now I'm in F. The tip of my index finger is now going to play the low 6th string on the 1st fret. I'm not concerned about making a bar right now. I'm just concerned about getting comfortable with making this E shape and moving it up one fret and placing my index finger on the low 6th string at the 1st fret. I can strum all 6 strings. The bottom 2 are open. Just to get used to your hand holding this. My elbow is pretty much touching here my torso, the side of my ribs. It's pretty much there. And this is how allowing my hand to create this angle to grip this chord. You don't have to start there though. That's just the mechanics. So essentially the nut, this is the nut of the guitar. This is now being replaced by your index finger. And that's what a bar chord is, basically, is you're barring all of these strings down, or some strings, and then adding a few fingers above to spell out whatever chord you're looking for. This is a G7, G dominant 7 chord. So once again, I'm making an E shape, sliding it up 1 fret, and I'm adding my index finger. I'm not concerned about making the bar shape yet when I'm just... You can do it here on the 5th fret. I'm still basing it all around that E shape. If you haven't watched my video on the E major chord, check it out. But same shape, I'm just using different fingers, and my index finger is now free to do what it wants, but it wants to make a bar across these 6 strings. If I were to remove these 3 fingers, the strings below it should still ring out. All of them should be ringing. It anywhere. That's an E major bar chord. And that's an E open major. Another way to think about it is if I were to slide, once again, these 3 fingers up from the E to an F, and I'm only going to bar the bottom 2 strings with my index finger now. So I'm holding that position, but now my fingers are my thumb has come up now to give my hand a little more space. My elbow still touching the ribs. So that's a partial bar chord. I can wrap my thumb around here and do the bass this way. But traditionally, you want to have your index finger lay across all 6 strings. And that could be a fight. You know, sometimes your finger might have to move around a little bit, so some of the meat or a knuckle is... Because if you're too low, you might get some dead strings. My thumb is right behind my index finger. It's just right there, creating like a vice, just holding that. Another common bar chord to use when you're first starting out is going to start on the 5th string, the A. I'm gonna have my index finger start here on the 3rd fret of the 5th string. That's a C note. My 3rd or ring finger is now going to bar these 3 strings, the 4th, the 3rd, and the 2nd string. And my index finger is now holding this 3rd fret. And that is my C bar chord starting with the 5th string root. C, B, A. Ooh. My G's flat. Sometimes you tune in the middle of a lesson. It happens. Stay in tune. So once again, I have my index finger here on the 3rd fret of the 5th string. My 3rd finger or ring finger is barring the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string. You can think of the A shape. Here's an A. I've traversed all the way to the 12th fret. So take those 2 bar chords, learn them, get them down. It might take a minute. Maybe you've already got them down, know where you're at. But if you're just a beginner, and that's who this video is for, and I would practice them just like this. Because you want them to ring out. I'm in a sitting position, but you can see I'm kind of, pretty much my wrist is on my belly here to. Sometimes that angle helps. If you're standing, it might be different. Your 5th string root bar chords